A 6-foot senior middle blocker from Gossel, Kansas, number 16, Olivia Dirksen. And a 5'11" senior middle blocker from Gossel, Kansas, number 20, Brittany Ebert. The Blue Jays are coached by Mike McNeil. In his first season, he's assisted by Tiana Frizzell and Yumi Garcia. And now let's meet the starters for the Pioneers. A 5'1" senior libero from Rockford, Illinois, number 1, Savannah Matthews. A 5'8" junior center from Omaha, Nebraska, number 6, Kelsey Rankin. A 5'11" senior outside hitter from Madras, Oregon, number 11, Jennifer Roth. A 5'10" senior middle blocker from Kansas City, Missouri, number 12, Jackie Calvert. A 6'1" junior outside hitter from Belgrade, Serbia, number 14, Nicoletta Candice. A 5'11" senior middle blocker from McPherson, Kansas, number 21, Rachel Dawson. And a 5'9" freshman outside hitter from Olathe, Kansas, number 28, Bethany Allison. The Pioneers are coached by Molly Caragio-Ura in her second season, and she's assisted by Adam Brewster and Eugenio Azigar. Let's play volleyball.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome inside the Bell Family Arena. We are ready for the third and final game of our little trilogy of volleyball that's gone on here this afternoon. As the visiting Tabor College Blue Jays come into Olathe, Kansas to take on your Mid-American University Pioneers. So in game one, it was the Cougars of Columbia College. They were able to take the game over the Blue Jays. And then in game two, the Pioneers in 4 sets took care of the Cougars. Now to finish off, the Pioneers are going to take on Tabor. So the Pioneers now are 2-1 overall. And then Tabor College, they are 2-1 as well. If you're still listening from Columbia College, you guys are now even at 1-1 after taking the first game from Tabor and then losing to the Pioneers. So this has actually been a really fun tournament. Good day of volleyball all the way around. The game between MNU and Columbia is tightly contested. Now the officials are doing their routine checks of players and rotations, which I always find those interesting. In the second game, the first one with MNU, they had 2 rotation violations, which is not something you see often. All right, welcome to everyone who might be watching on the YouTube stream. Hopefully you enjoy today's game. Not going to lie, game one between Columbia and Tabor, the chat room was lit up. It was awesome. Dwindled a little in game two. Saddened me. But I'm sure the folks from Tabor are ready to get rock and rolling yet again. About to get underway, Kelsey Rankin for the Pioneers. Sends it in the air, and here we go. Ball is handled by Tabor. Their first kill shot. It goes long. Point to the Pioneers. Tell you something I've been enjoying this afternoon and evening. If you happen to be watching on the YouTube stream and you see the chat room, let me know where you're watching from. We have had people all over the world. That's just super cool. There's a kill shot. Matthews digs it out for the Pioneers. They send it ahead. Pioneers are able to get it over, but the Blue Jays will have a shot. There's a kill shot into the net. That's going to be point Pioneers. This is Taylor Quiring. Not able to put it down. Quiring was a big focal part of the offense. Focal point of the offense. Words are fun. In game one, many kills to her credit. Pioneers will want to be wary of her. Oh, but doesn't matter this time around. Kill shot goes to Olivia Dirksen. Dirksen able to get Tabor on the board. There we go. We got our first person in. Lebanon, Missouri in the house. Pioneers send it across. Ooh, good kill shot, but a better dig on the other side by Tabor. Kill shot of their own, handled by the Pioneers. Back set. Shot on the way. That looks like it was in. And indeed it was. Bethany Allison credited for that kill. Now Allison with the serve, sends it over. Taken by the back row of Tabor. They send it across. Good set. Good spike, but a good dig by Matthews. Now Roth sends it over. It looks into me, and indeed it is. We've got Bryan, Texas in the house. I like it. Keep it coming, folks. Now there's an ace, and that ace was due to miscommunication by Tabor. Right in between two Blue Jays, and they both just stared at it and let it hit the deck. 5-1 in the first set for the Pioneers. Matthews serve. Taken this time. The set was a little wonky, so the Blue Jays just happy to get over. There's a set for the Pioneers and a kill shot up and down. This credited to Calvert. Calvert able to come up with a point. Hillsboro, Kansas. All right, all right. You have to forgive my enthusiasm. We have never had this chat feature before until this year, so super excited about it. Roth, kill shot blocked at the net, but the Pioneers are able to keep it going. They reverse the court, but the Blue Jays equal to the task. Now a kill shot of their own, put down by Dirksen. MNU alum from Fort Scott, Kansas. There we go. I dig it. All right, here's the serve for the Blue Jays. Pioneers able to control. Good set. Roth with the kill off the top of the net. Return on one shot. Return again on one shot. And now put down by Calvert. The Blue Jays were doing everything they could to handle those kill shots, and their bumps were just sailing on them and going over for the Pioneers to hit with one touch. Well, kill shot, spike. Hey, this isn't my normal sport. I'm getting in trouble from my boss. Sorry, spikes. Spikes and kill shots, different. Now here's a spike attempt by the Blue Jays. Pioneers have it. Send it the other way. Good rally going right now. There's a nice back set. Shot is long. Out of bounds it goes. Point to the Blue Jays. That was Candich, who was just a little too strong with her swing. Substitution being made for the Blue Jays. No changes for the Pioneers. Emma Rhodes. I know I've said this in the first two games. I will say it just in case we have new viewers. So the officials, due to the current pandemic situation, there's a point for the Blue Jays. They have electronic whistles because I guess they want to keep things from going in and out and this, that, and the other. So you're going to notice you really can't hear the whistles very well because they are really soft. Rhodes serves again. Taken by the back line of the Pioneers. Not a good bump. Good save by Matthews. Knocked over by the Pioneers. They'll have a chance to reset their defense. Good kill shot. Matthews going to have to chase this down. Roth's going to have to tip it over, and she does. The Blue Jays now with their chance. Set it to the outside. There's a swing dug by the Pioneers. Roth able to knock it back in. Matthews sends it across. And again, the Pioneers try and reset. There is a tip. Controlled by the Blue Jays, though. Good rally going here. Who's going to blink? And it's going to be the Pioneers. Blocked at the net, and it falls on the Pioneer side. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Pioneers were in the net before it fell. So Kelsey Rankin called in the net. Let's see, we've got Gossel, Kansas checking in. Topeka in the house. Now Roth able to send that across. Couldn't get a swing on it. Now tipped at the net. That was a heads-up play. They were trying to tip it over on Dossett. Now a block at the net by the Pioneers. Blue Jays still controlling. Spike from the back line. Rankin to Roth. Roth with the power, but a good dig by the Blue Jays. And now we're going to have 4 hits over on the Blue Jays side. as, let's see, oh, I'm going to butcher her name, so if you're a Tabor fan, correct me. It's number 6, Shea Carmazin. I'm going to go with Carmazin unless you tell me differently. A good kick save by Carmazin, but a teammate not able to knock it over. Now here's a spike attempt. Matthews not able to control. In the stands it goes. That's going to be a point to the Blue Jays. Taylor Burns will be credited for that point. Taylor Morrow, the junior, heading back to take this serve. MNU up 8-6 here in the first set. Matthews controls the serve. The set, spike, blocked at the net, and it falls on the Tabor side. So that's going to be back to the Pioneers. They reestablish a 3-point lead. And substitutions being made over on the Blue Jay side. Roth with the serve for the Pioneers. Sends it over. Good bump, good set. Spike attempt, blocked at the net by the Pioneers. Second attempt by the Blue Jays. They send it across, Pioneers with it. Oh, and there's a nice kill shot. That was Bethany Allison. Here on the near side of your screen, able to put it down. Pioneers hold serve. Roth again. On its way. Good serve, looks long, indeed it was. Goes out of the back of the court. It's going to be ball back to Tabor. Ooh, serve hits the top of the net. The Pioneers are able to get to it though. Shot by McGee. Handled by the defense. Pioneers with another chance. They set front of the net to toss it. Blocked at the net, kept alive by the Blue Jays. Kill shot of their own, kept alive by the Blue Jays. Good rally again. Roth gets it to her setter. To McGee. McGee blocked at the net, but Matthews keeps it alive. They go to Allison. Allison's shot. Dug out by the defense of the Blue Jays. Kept alive. They go for a little touch pass over the net. Pioneers answer. To McGee. McGee blocked at the net, but it falls on the Tabor side. Point to the Pioneers. And as I so nicknamed her in the first game, Kill Shot McGee. Again, still waiting for the McGee family, who I know is watching, to light up the chat room. Come on, Pioneers, where are you at? Here's a feed outside. Ooh, good shot. And answering is Taylor Quiring. Now more changes being made for Tabor. The Tabor fans representing on the YouTube channel.
How's he doing, Keegan? Zoom in guy?
Here comes serve from the Blue Jays. Taken by Roth. Good bump. Good set. Going outside, and that's in. Kill shot by Allison. Substitutions being made for the Pioneers. Returning is Rankin and Kandich. Myers and McGee take a seat. Kelsey Rankin with the serve. On its way. Low. Controlled by the Blue Jays. Good set. Kill shot, and that's in. Able to find the back line. We're the Blue Jays. Do believe that'll be credited to Brittany Hybert. There we go. Now we got some Nears fans chirping up, getting involved. Nice. Nice little placement by Calvert. Calvert didn't go for the big swing. Instead, just drops it where they ain't. Pioneers up 13-9. In first set. Serve on the way. Taken by the back row. Good bump, good set. Couldn't get much on the spike, though. We're the Blue Jays. Roth with a chance. Good shot, but controlled by the Blue Jays. They send it across. There's the bump. Set. Spike front of the rim. No, just goes for the placement. A little push. Calvert with the push to the back corner. That finds a space. Point for the Pioneers.
He doesn't even have his hand on the stick.
Pioneers with the serve on its way. Bump, set, spike. Controlled by the Pioneers. Now Calvert with the answer. Spikes it on the second hit. Now Quirion sends it across. Free ball. Pioneers have it. Set at the front of the rim, and there's a kill shot. Calvert again. Pioneers trying to run away with this, up 15-9 in the first set. Timeout called by the head coach of Tabor College.
Let's give our attention to the MNU drum line.
Let's see, I don't know if either of our cameras will aim at the drum line. We'll see, maybe the MNU drum line here in attendance this evening. Okay, so Pioneers fans, while the drum line plays, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Pioneers fans. So for the first time, we're offering this free video streaming. All right, so this is like during the pandemic and while the economy's struggling and spectators, unfortunately, are numbered and limited. So we're happy to extend for the whole 2020-2021 school year and beyond. We'll give you this free service, but we need your help. We need you to open up, to open up other streaming options. We need at least 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, the one you are watching right now. So all you have to do is click the red subscribe button under the video stream. And we're not going to bombard you with emails or notifications or anything like that. We just need you to pump up the numbers so we can reach more people and maximize the product. Because listen, we got soccer, we got volleyball, we got football coming up, basketball's right around the corner, baseball, softball. So, I mean, thank you in advance because I know you guys are going to get us up to that 1,000 that we need because that's what you do. But if you want to continue with the free streaming service, then let's get those numbers up. Deal? Deal. There we go. We've already got someone already subscribed. All right. The timeout is over. We are ready to continue on. Again, 15-9 in the first set. Pioneers in control. I mean, folks, if anyone from Tabor wants to subscribe to our channel just to hear the sound of my voice, I mean, feel free. Who could blame you? It's my third game. My voice is already leaving. Now here's a shot. No good. Out of bounds it sails. Olivia Dirksen couldn't quite keep it in the lines. Served by the Pioneers. Taken by the back line. Good bump, good set. Shot on the way. Matthews not able to get it, but they're going to call that out. The line judge puts his flag up, calls it out of bounds. I can't comment either way. Couldn't tell from my angle. That's served by the Pioneers. Ooh, taken by the back line. It got knocked backwards. Good save by Quirion. Can they get it across? They can. The Pioneers are going to have a chance, though. And now we're going to have a Pioneer in the net as Kelsey Rankin. Oh, no, not in the net. I'm sorry, center line violation, which is right next to being in the net. All right, the Pioneers back set. Couldn't get a good swing on it, so the Blue Jays are going to have their chance. Coming up, good shot. Being kept alive, though, by the Pioneers, and Roth knocks it over. I was already ready to give Barta the credit for the kill, but no. Oh, but now the Pioneers in a miscommunication. Two people kind of swinging at it. No one hit it. So point to the Blue Jays as they try and claw back into this first set. Down by 6, 17-11. They now have the serve. Serve is on the way by Maldonado. Taken by the Pioneers. Roth with the swing. Blocked at the net. She's going to have another chance. Roth goes up. Now here's a shot. Long. Whew. Sorry, I was kind of holding my breath there, Quirion. She got a good swing on it. It just went a little past the outline. Substitution being made for the Pioneers. Coming in is Teresa Saunders. Heading off is Dossett. Pioneers have 3 of their biggest frontline players on the floor right now. Pioneers with the swing. Good dig by the back line. There's the bump, the set. Spike on the way, knocked around. Can the Pioneers keep it in? They cannot. So point to the Blue Jays. More changes being made. 18-12 is your score here in the first set. Emma Rhodes, the freshman out of Claremore, Oklahoma. With the serve. Good bump, good set. Spike on the way for the Pioneers. Rhodes able to handle it. Goes to Maldonado. Maldonado sets it up. Front line. In. Oh, two Pioneers looking at it. And Shea Kermazen is able to knock it in. Hit it right in between the two Pioneer defenders. Rhodes, second serve. Bump a little shaky. Good set. Swing at the net, and that's a kill. Down it goes for Teresa Saunders, and she gets the ball back for the Pioneers and comes up with a point. Myers and McGee checking into the game now.
Myers serving.
So Kandich and Rankin take a seat. Now Myers will serve. On its way. Ooh, that was long and out of bounds it goes. That ball sailed on her a little bit. Wouldn't drop. Blue Jays making a change, bringing Taylor Morrow back in for the serve. Down by 5, 19-14, still first set. Morrow with the serve. Gets it across, taken by Matthews. Set by Myers. Ooh, the kill shot from McGee, sent back from whence it came. Quirin able to get the block and comes up with the point for the Blue Jays. Haley Barta comes back in. I'm sorry. That was point to MNU. I really thought it fell on our side. Hard to tell from my vantage point on some of these. So I apologize. That was actually a point to the Pioneers. Now here's a point back to the Blue Jays. Okay, this one I'm not wrong about. That was a kill shot for Taylor Burns. Pioneers got a fingertip on it, but not enough to keep it in, and so out of bounds it goes off the Pioneers. Burns now will head back to the line to do the serve. And there's the soft sound of our electronic whistle. Matthews takes a serve. Good bump. Good set. And the ball down. Tipped by the net, or at the net, I'm sorry, by the Blue Jays. And that's going to be a kill shot for Saunders. Saunders now leaves the game. Coming back in is Calvert. Matthews will serve for the Pioneers, up by 6. 21-15 in the first set. Matthews sends it over. Taken by the back line. Good bump, good set. Shot on the way, and that goes out of bounds. I guess in volleyball you probably don't call it an unforced error, but out of bounds sails. Just wide left. Pushed it to the left. Matthews serves again. Taken by Maldonado. Set, kill shot, and that's in. Able to put it right in the back corner was Dirksen. More changes made for the Blue Jays. Now heading back is Melody Valencia. On its way. Taken by Roth. Myers. Calvert blocked at the net, and it falls on the Pioneer side. Blocked by the Blue Jays. So Melody Valencia still with the serve. On its way. Matthews has it. Bumps a little shaky. Good set. Roth from the back line, able to send it across. Dug out by the Blue Jays. Oh, and now just able to drop it into no man's land was Quirin. Blue Jays still fighting back into this. Now just down 4, 22-18. Valencia still with the serve. Valencia sends it, and out it goes. Boy, they don't get much closer than that, but all the officials signaled out. Myers and McGee take a seat. Back in are Rankin and Kandich. Rankin now handling the serve. Able to knock that over. Maldonado sends it up front. Kill shot blocked at the net, but kept alive by the Blue Jays. Second shot, no good. Pioneers have it. Matthews sends it up front. Allison swings. What's the call? Out of bounds. It was wide right. So point to Tabor. Taylor Quiring back out the line. She will serve. On its way. Good bump. Ooh, the set's shaky. Someone's going to tip that over. Candich does. Sent way high in the air so they can get underneath. Here comes a Blue Jays chance. Roth able to control. There's the set. They go to Candich on the outside. It is blocked. Knocked straight down on the Pioneer side by Dirksen. Dirksen having a heck of a good first set. And again, sent across. Good bump this time by the Pioneers. Good set. Now looking at the placement was Candich, but controlled by the Blue Jays. And they're able to spin one. Right down the center of the net it goes, and it falls on the Pioneer side. Brittany Hybert will be credited for that. The Blue Jays are almost all the way back here in the first set now, 23-21. Short serve, controlled by the Pioneers. Kill shot, kept alive by Maldonado. And not to be outdone, it was a great dig by Valencia. Now the Pioneers find a little space, and Calvert able to put it where no one was. And they have now got it to set point. Here we go, Allison with the serve. Being chased, coming back over, free ball for the Pioneers. Matthews puts it on the deck. Rankin able to send it up. Chased around, and it's going to be point Pioneers. That was a tough last point for the Blue Jays. The ball just was 6 inches out of everyone's reach on each swipe. So that's going to do it for the first set. The Pioneers take set one. We're going to step away for about 2 minutes, and we'll be right back with the second set. Okay, we've got 20 seconds remaining until we start the second set. Now, if you haven't joined us in any of the previous games, due to the Rona situation, as we will call it, we don't switch sides anymore. Everyone stays put. We're not switching benches. We're not moving to other ends. Everyone can keep their own germs. That is one of the many, many changes made during these strange times. The worst change is that I'm trying to broadcast wearing a mask. It's not fun. As I talk, it moves. I love the idea. Just got a good idea. And I quote, I think we may need to put poster people in stands during COVID. Maybe random cheer boxes. It's so quiet. You're telling me. The only thing I have to listen to and hear is me. And me adjusting my mask constantly. Okay, I think we're ready to get started. Tabor will have the serve. Olivia Dirksen credited for 4 kills in that first set. Taylor Burns right behind her with 3. Queering with 2. Over for the Pioneers, Calvert with 7 kills in the first. No one else really close behind her. So the Pioneers able to handle it. And they're going to come up with the first points of the second. Well done by the Pioneers. Yeah, I do think cardboard fans would be a lot of fun. We should make that happen. I'd be happy if they just pumped crowd noise in here. Queering tried for the kill. Matthews, good dig. Roth for the Pioneers. Sends it to the back row. Here's the chance. Tipped at the line. Whistle blown. Pioneers are in the net. Okay, I was waiting for the call. Substitution being made for the Blue Jays. Still trying to get clarification on who was in the net. I think they're calling that on Candich. On its way. Candich with the spike. Dug out by the Blue Jays. Now Matthews handles for the Pioneers. They're setting up Roth on the outside. Blocked at the net. There's Carmazin and Queering on that block of Roth. So Tabor takes a lead here in the second. They're up 2-1 in the second set. Serve on the way. Oh, it hits the net. Matthews with the dig, though. Good hustle by Matthews. And now, not beating him with power, just placement was Roth. Able to put it down in no man's land. All right, Calvert with the serve for the Pioneers. Maldonado able to dig it. Querying at the net. Dug out by the Pioneers. They're going to have their chance. They send it across. Oh, and now not able to hit it square was Querying. 4 hits is technically the call. Querying, again, couldn't hit it straight, or couldn't hit it square. Send it down in front of her own net. Rhodes with the set. Cross court hit. Pioneers keeping it alive. Ooh, trouble, trouble. Roth's going to have to knock this over. Great job. Everyone's got to get back on defense, though. Kill shot kept alive again by the Pioneers. Allison with the spike. Wow, good rally going here. I had to just shut up and watch. Ball being sent towards the scorer's table, and it's going to be a point to the Pioneers. All right, Pioneers reclaiming the lead. They're up 4-2 now. Calvert with the serve. Now going for the placement. Oh boy, I really thought that was down. They're going to say the Pioneers dug that out. Play must continue. Pioneers again. Scrambling. Querying. Kill shot. Kept alive by the Pioneers. Oh, and the shot. Woo-wee. The shot by Candich just happened to graze Rhodes on its way out of bounds. So the Pioneers fortunate. And now the coach of Tabor trying to figure out why that play even continued when most people thought that ball hit the ground. Mike McNeil is not pleased that there was no call. giving it to the official at the moment. Mike McNeil having taking exception with the line judges, and now they want to ask this year, and I'm sure it's due to the COVID, the line judges with the flags are actually students and volunteers, so there is going to be a margin for error. There are only 2 actual officials working this game. So the officials are coming together. And I don't see any change in signaling. And it doesn't look like there will be one. So the Pioneers are going to keep serve.
What did you think?
Calvert with it.
I thought it was okay. You thought it was
I couldn't tell. I'm glad the officials didn't ask me. I really couldn't tell. I thought it was down, but there's definitely people in my way. There we go. Blocked at the net by the Pioneers. Sent back. And now the shot out of bounds by the Blue Jays. Calvert now. Keeping it going for the Pioneers, up 6-2 here in the second. Sends the serve across. They set outside. Knocked by the Pioneers. Sent back by Roth. Now Maldonado gets it over to Quiring. Quiring shot way long. Good swing. Couldn't get it to drop in the lines. Covered again. Pioneers enjoying their largest lead of this set. Up by 5. Maldonado to Rhodes. Rhodes to Brooms. Let's see. Roth, the swing, and it drops. Roth got it in between 2 Blue Jays and was able to drop it in the middle of the floor. Now timeout called by the head coach of Tabor. All right, how are we doing on the subscribe button, people? We doing good? We knocking it down? Clicking the button? Let's make it happen. We got to get to 1,000. That way we can do more. Don't forget, MNU has football coming up this Saturday at 6 p.m. The game will be out at the Olathe District Activity Center. However, seating, of course, is limited due to the Rona. I will be calling the game. So, again, if you want to hear me try and do football, which I know a little better than volleyball, then make sure you tune in to the Pioneer Sports Network, and we'll have the live stream of the game coming up this Saturday at 6 p.m. Remember, only 4 home games this year for the Pioneers. Everyone in the Heart of America Athletic Conference has gone down to 4 home games, 4 away games. That's it. Then football season done.
Then you'll see what you want.
And there's never going to be a game again where I sit in between my producer and the sports information director. Ain't ever happening. They're talking through me. I'm so distracted and stuff. All right, play ready to resume. Again, 8-2 Pioneers here in the second set. Calvert ready to serve. On its way. Sends it to the back. Maldonado, bump. Gets to the center. Corey trying to just, Corey into the net. Yeah, the set led her into the net. Not much you could do about that. Now 9-2 lead for the Pioneers. Calvert serve again on the way. Oh no, just a miss hit this time. Nothing Quiring could do. Sends it into the stands on the bump. Those you just got to shake off. That happens. Calvert again. Maldonado with the bump. Set at the net by Rhodes. Quiring with the spike. Good dig by the Pioneers. They send it in front of the net, and it's pushed down by Dossett. So Rachel Dossett credited with the kill. The senior out of McPherson, Kansas. (11-2) Pioneers in the second. Dossett sends it across. Rhodes has to chase, able to pop it in the air. Quiring gets it over the net. Well done. Good hustle by the Blue Jays. Pioneers not able to capitalize with them out of position. They send it back over. Pioneers scrambling. They set Roth. Roth, good hit. Went cross court, but kept alive. And now tipped at the net by Dossett. She was the last to touch it, and the ball sails out of bounds. I'd say it's 50-50 on if that shot was going to go out of bounds on its own. But Dossett touched it either way, so ball back to the Blue Jays. Taylor Burns now with the serve, taken by the back line of the Pioneers. Matthews sends it forward. Arkadic across. Rhodes with the set. Again, blocked at the net, but the Pioneers have it. They go to Roth. Roth, big swing, sends it to the back line of Tabor. Good rally going. Matthews looking to get Kadic. Spike attempt. Dug out by the back line of Tabor. Wow. Everyone's got the same idea. Roth with the big swing. Still kept alive by Tabor. Their big swing, and it's out of bounds. Dirksen just, I don't know, maybe a foot too far with that shot? Maybe. Myers and McGee back into the game. They have been a tandem today, a duo coming in together. Myers with the serve. Rhodes with the set. Blocked at the net. Still alive, and Dossett with the block. Myers again with the serve for the Pioneers. On its way. Skims the top of the net. Rhodes. Oh, man. Rhodes with the good set. Dirksen with the attempt. Blocked at the net. Point to the Pioneers. Substitution being made now. Querian is leaving the game, and Jaden Korf has come in. Served by Myers. Good bump, good set. At the rim, taken by McGee. At the rim, jeez. Roth trying to spike, hits it into the net. Can you tell that when I'm normally in this gym, I'm calling basketball? At the rim. It's been a long night. 14-4 here in the second set. Valencia serving for the Blue Jays. On its way. Ooh, difficult bump. Saved by the server, and then there's a kill shot. And Dossett credited for the kill. Roth with the serve. Pioneers up 15-4. Roth sends it across. Good bump, good set. Missed on the spike, but was able to get sent over anyway. Now Allison with the kill shot. It's another one of those ones, man, it looked like it might have gone out of bounds, but the Blue Jay instinctively tried to take a swing at it and got a piece.
You got that extra one that I get? Have you used them both?
Yeah. Oh, now served by Roth goes into the net. All right, Jaden Korf with the serve. I was listening to someone was yelling at Roth, all in good fun, but that was kind of funny. With Roth leaving the floor, the Pioneers had to appoint a new captain, and so they have done that with Savannah Matthews. Good bump, good set. Allison with the spike. Oh, whistle blown. They're calling Brittany Hubert. I've been corrected 3 different ways on that name, but whoever she is, she was in the net. I know Keegan's phone's going to get blown up because I said it wrong. Sorry. Oh, okay. Yay. Oh, no. Miscommunications by the Pioneers lead to a Blue Jays points. I'm giving people grief. I shouldn't do that. I should call the game. I'll tell you, though, I'm still looking at the room. The Tabor fans are annihilating you Pioneer fans in the chat room. Like, they outnumber you 4-1. Where are you at, Pioneers? There's a block at the net. No, actually, I'm sorry. Hebert. Okay, I can remember Hebert. So Brittany Hebert. All right. I was told that in the chat room. And if it's on the internet, it must be true. So, do what? Okay. All right. I am told I can trust Jeff. Oh, the Pioneers. Nice block at the net. Able to get the ball back quickly. 19-6 now. Pioneer lead. Okay, also in the chat room here, why we got to bring up Oreos? I've been here all day. Do you know how hungry I am? Someone should bring me some Oreos. Man, now I'm even more hungry. All right, served by the Pioneers into the net. And that just seemed, that's one of those serves that just looked off from the start. Rankin just didn't look comfortable back there. Rhythm was off. That's what I'm going with. The rhythm was off. All right, Rhodes, ready for the serve? Oh, good dig by Matthews, but Rankin couldn't control the pass. Double hit. So Emma Rhodes still with the serve. Sends it across. Deep, out. Matthews took a long look at it, ducked at the last moment. Ball went over her head and landed out of bounds. So now Allison with the serve for the Pioneers. Allison sends it across. Hits the top of the net. Nice dig by Maldonado. Matthews trying to control. Pioneers keeping it alive. Now they got to send it over. Free ball coming. Blue Jays have it. They send it to the front. Matthews again keeps it alive for the Pioneers. There's a shot sending them deep. They're going to have a good look, are the Blue Jays. That would have been out, but the Pioneers keep it alive anyway. Another kill. That would have been out, but the Blue Jays keep it alive. Good dig by the Pioneers. Matthews goes to set. And that's going to be trouble, and out it goes. Candich, credit for the kill shot. Great volley all the way around. Serve comes across, taken by the back line. Good set by Rhodes. They're going to have a chance. Trying to drop it over the defense. Good dig by the Pioneers. Now they send it over. Rhodes again sets the back row. Dig out by the Pioneers. Set it outside. Candich. Good hit. It's got to come over now. Pioneers are going to have a good look on this. Matthews sets it over. Candich again. Off of Burns and out of bounds it goes. Point to the Pioneers. Oh, there we go. Now the voice is giving out. 3 games will do that. Serve from the Pioneers. Rhodes sets it outside again. Good spike. Pioneers control. Set the back line. Off the net. It drops. Still alive. And Maldonado's going to have to send it over. Free ball. Back set. And there's another kill shot. Candich heating up here in the second set. Almost said quarter. That would be incorrect. Served by the Pioneers. Rhodes sets it up front again. That looks long, and that's out of bounds. Knocked a little too far by Carmazin. Carmazin. Oh, jeez. I'm getting there. All right, set point for the Pioneers here, 24-8 in the second. Maldonado couldn't get a good feed on it, bailed out by our team, but knocked into the net. Oh, no, they're going to say it was blocked by the Pioneers. Free ball coming over. I'm sorry, it looked like it was in the net to me. Pioneers sent it across. Now that's way too deep. That's deep, and I don't think it's playable. Brianna Moylan knocks it out of bounds. Point to Tabor, trailing 24-9. Oh, there was an ace. I was reading the comments. What? It's my third game. How cheery can I be? I'm kidding. No. You know I love you, Tabor fans. I'm giving you a hard time. Pioneers with a chance. Maldonado digs it out. Rhodes with the set. Shot coming across, taken by the Pioneers. Back set. Kandich puts it down, and that will be the end of set 2. So 25-10 is how the second set will end. All right. So with that, I'm going to wet my whistle more than anything else, so we're going to step away for just a moment. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. We got about 30 seconds left before the start of the third set. So let's take a look at the stats real quick if we could. Where are we? For Tabor, Dirksen with 5 kills, 15 attacks. Carmazin, 14 attacks, 1 kill. Haley Barta also with 14 attacks and 3 kills. Down for the Pioneers. Let's see who's leading the way there. Still Calvert, 7 kills, 13 attacks. Kandich, 5 kills on 19 attacks. Really makes volleyball sound like a very vicious sport, doesn't it? Kills and attacks. Very, very, very vicious. So I was told to be cheerier for Tabor. I spent the whole break trying to think of good Blue Jay puns. I didn't come up with any. I thought it would be fun. I need some help. Who's got some good Blue Jay puns? Give me the dad jokes. Hit me up in the chat room with the Blue Jay dad jokes. It can be a Pioneer dad joke, too. I don't discriminate. The officials checking, make sure everyone's in the right spot, get the rotations correct. Having a word with the coach. Do we get to call him, is he the lead Blue Jay? Leader of the flock? No, that was bad. I'm not proud of myself on that one. Got to think of good Blue Jay jokes. Oh, well. Good Pioneer jokes, too. I got a really good Pioneer joke. You know what the biggest Pioneer joke is? Their announcer. That's funny. All right. Ball is heading into the Pioneers. We're getting ready to start the third set of this potential 5-set matchup. Pioneers are up 2-0. And play is ready to resume. We are back underway. Blue Jays, good set. Kept alive, though, by the Pioneers. How they got a hand on that, I don't know. But now, Allison knocks the ball into the net. I don't think a block will be credited. To me, it sure looked like it was in the net, and the official confirmed that. Woo. And now, the serve goes into the net from Taylor Quiring. And remember, this is the second game tonight for both teams. It's been back-to-back for the Pioneers. And then Tabor had to sit and watch a game in between. Now here's a serve into the net. So you got to wonder when the arms aren't going to be swinging as strong, when the legs might start giving out. Again, second one of the day for both squads. Maldonado with the serve, and she's into the net. It's contagious. So it's tied 2-2, all on shots into the net. Calvert going to try and break the trend. Here we go. Yeah, that one's over. Taylor Quiring, though, not able to bump. Couldn't complete the pass to a teammate. Out of bounds it goes, so point to the Pioneers. Been a long day for everyone. Calvert sends it over. Maldonado with the bump. Good pass. Good set. Timp blocked at the net, still alive. Oh, whistle blown. Point to the Pioneers. What was the call?
Never got over, so there was no block there.
Oh, they're saying that ball did not get over, so it would have been 4 hits. Sure looked like a block to me. There's a good shot. Kill shot to Steinbacher. Pioneers were not able to control.
Valencia with the kill. Point, Tabor.
Good serve, good dig by the Pioneers. Boy, and here's another shot into the net. Bethany Allison. So now Bethany Allison into the net. Tied 4-4 here in the third set. Good dig by Matthews for the Pioneers. Pioneers aren't going to get a good swing on this one, so they send it across. And now just a little dink and dunk. Sometimes it's all it takes. Taylor Burns able to put it down in no man's land right in between everyone on defense. That gets the ball back, well, not back to, but to be served again by the Blue Jays. Good shot by Hebert. They go to Roth. Roth mishit her swing. Got it across. Kept alive, though, by the Pioneers. They go to Roth again. Oh, I'd say it's kept alive, but now it's going into the stands. Taylor Quiring just trying to knock it in the air to get to a teammate, but it has some spin on it. Goes into the stands. It's going to be ball back to the Pioneers, and it ties this set at 5. Myers and McGee heading back into the game. Myers will serve. Taken by the back line. There's a set. Kill shot. Matthews, good dig. Roth gets it over. And now again, dropped into no man's land is Burns. Steinbacher 6-5 now. Steinbacher with the serve, sends it over. Good serve. Roth able to handle it. Good set. They go to Dossett, and Dossett puts it into the net. The celebration would indicate that the Blue Jays think they blocked that. I don't know if he even got that high, but either which way, the block or into the net. Point to the Blue Jays. They're now up 7-5. Serve on the way. Ooh, over on one hit. Ooh, good dig by the Pioneers. Matthews sends it across. Over to McGee. And McGee switching sides. Oh, man. Dossett was trying to get the little tip pass, knocked it up, but it went right into McGee's face. McGee couldn't handle it, and out of bounds it goes. So now 8-5. Pioneers fading a little bit here in the third frame. And now an ace. Bethany Allison was there. Just played it off of her chest instead of her arms. It goes over her head and out of bounds. Again, Pioneers fading in this third set. On its way. Oh, boy. Kept alive by the Blue Jays. That was good work on their part. Matthews now with the set. There we go. There's a kill shot by McGee. Whew. All right, Roth is going to serve. Pioneers trying to get back into this. Down by 3 still, 9-6. In the early goings of the third set. On its way. Maldonado with the pass. Oh, boy, that was a good shot. Bump set spike. It works perfectly when you do it right. Taylor Querying with the kill. Burns sends it over. Roth with the pass. Set at the net. There we go. The Pioneers finally able to knock something down. Bethany Allison spikes it down on the Blue Jay defense. So, still trailing by 3, 10-7. Matthews now with the serve, on its way. Blocked at the net. Pioneers with the point. Dirksen with the good swing, but it's blocked, knocked down. Pioneers trailing by 2. Matthews on its way. Good pass. Now trying to tip it down where no one is. Matthews recovers. They go to McGee. McGee blocked at the net. Pioneers keep it alive. They go to Allison. Allison with the kill. Bethany Allison coming alive here in the third set, trying to be that fire that gets the Pioneers going again. Trailing by 1. Tabor up 10-9. Matthews sends it across. Good dig by Tabor. At the net, sent up. Matthews pops it straight in the air. Myers gets under it. Allison sends it back across. Thought I was going to have to play that one for a minute. Pioneers want another chance. Oh, Myers with the setter's dirty trick. Looked like she was going to set someone, and on the second hit, she just sends it over. Sent it over right into the middle of the Tabor defense. Oh, that, man, again, not that this is even remotely close to the same, but when I play sand volleyball and the setter does that, it makes my blood boil. It's smart, though. Dirty. So, McGee with the shot. Out of bounds it goes. McGee had a good look. Couldn't quite keep it in the line, so the Pioneers back down by 1. It's 11-10. Tabor with the serve. There's the serve. Uh-oh. The set went backwards. Roth's going to have to knock it over. Free ball for Tabor. Yep, they are able to get it across. The kill shot by Dirksen. I'm sorry, everyone in here kind of held their breath. That ball was heading for the outline and dropped right on it. And definitely got enough of that line to justify the in call because it was in. So Valencia now with the serve. Up by 2. On its way. Roth with the bump. Good set to Myers. Myers sets up Dossett. Ball being chased around. They might get this back over. Free ball coming for the Pioneers. And again, Myers tried the second hit over. Didn't work this time. Kill shot, and it's long. But they're going to say touched by the Pioneers. That was right in front of the lead official, and he instantly started, I guess, rubbing his fingers is the best way to describe that call. So he was very sure that a Pioneer got a hand on it. Back to a 3-point lead for the Blue Jays. They send it across. Roth to Myers. And they go for the tip. Didn't work this time. Allison couldn't quite find an empty space. Free ball coming over. Pioneers pop it up. Dossett sets it to McGee. McGee blocked at the net, but it's going to go out of bounds. Point to the Pioneers. Changes being made. Rankin is returning. Kandich is returning. Myers and McGee to the bench. Rankin serve. Gets it over. Good bump. Back set. Dropping it into no man's land. Taylor Quiring comes up with a point. Just went right over the fingertips of the defenders. Taylor back to the 3-point lead, 14-11 in the third set. Quiring sends it across. Pioneers put it in the net. Kandich, her kill shot, maybe only made it a halfway up the net. Serve coming across. And there we go. Good bump. Good set. Dossett able to put it down. Calvert, I'm sorry. Why did I say Dossett? Maybe because there's been a lot of names flying out of my mouth tonight. So Calvert, credit for that kill. Again, apologies. Maldonado with the dig. Pioneers keep it alive. They go to Roth at the net. Roth sends it over. Great dive by Maldonado. Matthews keeps it alive again for the Pioneers. Roth, and it is blocked. Down it goes on the Pioneer side. Dirksen credited with the block. Maldonado now serving. The Blue Jays up by 4, 16-12 in the third set. Pioneers lead, though, 2-0. There's a kill shot kept alive. Spike kept alive. Maldonado sends it over. Free ball for the Pioneers. And now they get it again to Calvert. Calvert knocks it down. So with that now, Calvert heads back to serve. Pioneers down 3, 16-13. Oh, we got a California in the room. All right. I like knowing where everyone's coming from. And we do have one heck of a heckler in here. Jeez Louise. All right, Calvert on the way. Taken at the net. Blocked by the Pioneers. Now that was Dossett, who was able to knock it down. Pioneers coming back in. Down by 2, 16-14. Calvert again. On its way. Good pass, though. Back set. Ball's free. Pioneers are going to get it. Roth with a swing and gets it down. Roth with the kill. Say what? Oh, okay, we're 30 seconds behind. Yeah, gotcha. Sorry, had to listen to my producer. We don't have the fancy mics where I can hear them. Oh, there's another good placement by the Blue Jays to come up with a point. Pioneers, again, we're on the comeback trail, but that one will derail them for a moment. Still down by 2, 17-15. Blue Jays now with the serve. And there we go. The serve is long. Pioneers looked like two of them were about to make a play for it, and then they both yelled at each other, out. So good communication by the Pioneers so that no one jumped up and touched that thing. 17-16, Blue Jay lead. Myers and McGee return for the Pioneers, so Myers heading back to serve. Our heckler has been told to shut his mouth in a more polite way, because it wasn't by me. There you go, Myers with the serve. Maldonado with the pass. Oh, and the Pioneers kind of hurt themselves on that one. Dossett got a piece of it, but it went straight to our Straight to our side. Boy, words are failing me. Words are failing me. I can now say 3 games are too much. On its way. Out again. Good eye by Matthews. Matthews for the Pioneer has been able to call both of those. Again, good eye. 18-17. Blue Jays with the lead. Roth now heading back to serve for the Pioneers. Roth gets it over. It's a good bump, good set. But into the net it goes. Taylor Burns not able to get it over. And another one into the net. Both teams struggling with that in this set. Now tied up at 18 apiece. Roth still with the serve. On its way. Maldonado, good pass, good bump. They go outside. Ball kept alive. Matthews keeps it going for the Pioneers. Pioneers got a little wise to the dink and dunk this time, but oh, man. Still able to get it down, though, is Queering. The Pioneers are trying to play a little smarter, knowing that Tabor's been really relying on the dink and dunk in this third set. But even still, like I've said before, if done correct, no can defend. Burns sends it over. Long again. That one was a little more obvious, but Matthews let him know anyway. All right, 19 apiece now. We are tied up. Matthews with the serve. Matthews sends it over. Good bump. Good set. Going to the outside, and that's a kill shot. That's Taylor Queering. Okay, now Valencia back to serve. Had to get a little water off the floor again. 20-19, Blue Jays on top here in the third set. Shot on its way. Roth, good bump. Myers with the set. They go to McGee. Tipped at the net. Kept alive. Blue Jays with a chance. Roth, way to take that down. They go to Allison. Allison knocks it back. Maldonado with it. They try and knock it over on the second attempt. Pioneers with another shot. Dossett, good hit, but kept alive by the Blue Jays. They're going to have a chance. Free ball. Matthews to Myers. Myers sets it out to Allison. Blocked again. Matthews keeps it alive. Dossett goes across court to McGee. McGee just has to send over a free ball. At the net. Matthews has to knock it over. Heads up play by the Pioneers. Great rally going right now. Tipped at the net. Myers to Allison. Still alive. McGee trying another dink and dunk. And then the ball sent out of bounds. Pioneers couldn't get it over. What a rally. Valencia heading back for the serve. 2-point lead for the Blue Jays. Good bump, good pass. Allison. Ooh, what a dig on the backside by Valencia. Oh boy, now McGee couldn't handle it. It got tipped by the defenders. Came right at McGee's face. She couldn't get her hands up in time to knock that thing back in the air. Timeout called by the coach of MNU.
Let's hear it from the MNU drum line one more time.
All right, we're going to step away for 60 seconds and we'll be right back. We are back. Still in the third set. 22-19. Pioneers trailing, in the third set. Ahead 2-0 overall in the game. Valencia still with the serve for the Blue Jays. All right, now I think we're ready to go. with the electronic whistles. All right, Valencia sends it over. Bump, set. Calvert trying to dump it in. Send across. Pioneers are going to have a great chance here to get set up. Blocked at the net, but kept alive by the Pioneers. Myers sets again. There's the kill shot. Calvert able to put it down. Myers and McGee head out. Coming back in are Rankin and Kandich. Rankin will serve. Pioneers trail by 2. Coming down to the end of the third set. Rankin puts it into the net. That's at least the second error by Rankin serving. Definitely 2 that I know of. 23-20. Matthews sends it to Rankin, and that's going to fall. One of those kill shots that hits the top of the net, spun a little bit down the line, and then dropped. So point for the Pioneers. Still trailing by 2. Here's the serve. Taken by Maldonado. Kill shot blocked at the net. Spike blocked at the net by the Pioneers. Kandich and Calvert all over it. Pioneers just trailing by 1, 23-22. Bethany Allison with the serve. On its way. Good dig by Maldonado. They set it out wide. Tipped at the net by the Pioneers. Kept alive. They go to Roth. Roth swings, fires. Recovered. Oh, boy, and it dropped. I don't know what happened. Matthews didn't see it in time. I guess her view was blocked by the bigs. She was very late reacting to that. And so now it is set point in favor of the Blue Jays. 24-22. Ooh. Roth, kill shot, taken. Now Matthews sends it to Roth. Roth able to get it over. Not what the Pioneers wanted. Now, there we go. Now they're going to have a chance. They set it to Roth. Roth to Maldonado. Blocked at the net. Pioneers with another chance. There we go. Sent over again. This time Rankin on the server sneaky. The setter sneaky, sorry. Setter sneaky. Second hit, and she just tips it right over the net. So timeout called by the head coach of Tabor. Again, they are on set point, 24-23, the Pioneers right behind them. And we're going to step away for another 60 seconds. All right. Pioneers down by 1. Set point in favor of the Blue Jays. Pioneers with the serve. All right, Pioneers ready to go. Calvert with the serve. Waiting on the officials. Electronic whistle, there we go. Calvert sends it across. Maldonado free ball, Pioneers. Oh, they mishandle it. And that's going to do it for the third set. As the Pioneers miscommunication, something fierce out there on the floor. So we are going to go to a fourth set. All right, Tabor going to start off the fourth set with the ball. Valencia with the serve. Gets it across. Matthews with the pass. They go to Calvert. Calvert puts it into the net. You can see on your screen there, Pioneers took the first set, 25-21. Second set, 25-10. Tabor never got into that one, but then Tabor responded well by taking it 25-23 in the third set, keeping their evening alive. Pioneers now send the ball across. There's a kill shot. Matthews trying to keep it alive. Pioneers can't quite get to it. Good hustle by Roth, but not quite there. Out of bounds it goes. Pioneers find themselves down early in the fourth set, 2-0. Serve on its way, and that was long. Good eye. That time Bethany Allison made the call, and she was correct. So Allison now going to head to the outline. She will take the serve for the Pioneers. Knocks it across. Maldonado with it to Valencia. Valencia with the set, blocked at the net. Roth able to knock it down, but kept alive by the Blue Jays. Tipped by the Pioneers at the net. And no one on the back line could come up with it, so that's going to be point Blue Jays. Taylor Quiring serving. Gets it to Matthews. Matthews up to Roth. Roth has it at the net, kept alive. Free ball coming over. Pioneers have a chance. The back set. Oh, this ball's knocked in the air by Quiring, and no one can chase it down. That's going to be a point to the Pioneers. The kill is going to be credited to Candage. Water on the floor. Water break. Hopefully neither of these squads have too many more evenings where they're playing 2 games in one night. I think both squads wearing out a little bit. There's the serve, deep. And they're going to call that in. That's an ace. Ace for Calvert. That gets us tied up at 3 here in the fourth set. Calvert sends it over again. Ooh, risky pass. Tipped at the line by the Pioneers. Pioneers keep it. Roth not going to be able to attack it too much. Just chases the defense back. There's a block at the front, and that's Dawson. Great block by Dawson to get the point for the Pioneers. Calvert keeping serve. Pioneers up 1 in the fourth set. There's a back set. Big swing. Good dig by the Pioneers. Free ball coming over. Valencia sets. Blocked at the net again, but the Pioneers keep control. Oh, they're going to have 4 hits. That was not blocked at the net by the Pioneers. They're going to say it never touched a Pioneer. It was into the net. So that's 4 hits. 5-3 Pioneers. Maldonado bumps. Good pass. Blocked at the net again by the Pioneers. Tipped over, kept alive by Roth. They feed Roth again. Big swing. Out. A little too strong. A little too much mustard on that. Out of bounds it goes. Maldonado back to serve. Logging a lot of minutes. Freshman out of Temple, Texas. They get it to Roth. Oh, Roth puts it into the net. Pioneers were in trouble on that play. The bump took the setter, Rankin, right into the net. She tried to get it away. Roth was a little too far back. Rankin again. Going to set. Ooh, blocked at the net. Now blocked by the Pioneers at the net. And now, boy, from the back line, Taylor Quiring was able to find a hole in the Pioneer defense and just dropped it in. She wasn't even playing on the front. Tabor reclaims the lead at 6-5. There's a good bump. Good set to Dawson, and Dawson's wide. Puts it out of bounds. It's another point for the Blue Jays. Wait a minute, what happened? Oh, no, they're going to say the Blue Jays got a piece of it. So a point to the Pioneers. So they're going to say Taylor Burns got a fingertip on it. It was on the far side.
She was in the net.
Oh, into the net. I'm sorry. I can't tell. Their hand signals are all so strange. All right, served by the Pioneers. Not a clean bump. It's going to be a free ball coming over. Now they go to Roth. Roth looking for space. Good dig by the Blue Jays. Blocked at the net. Pioneers in control. They're going to have ball coming over. Myers with the set to Roth. Good dig by the Blue Jays. They're keeping it alive. Free ball. To the back line. They set Roth outside again. Big swing. Kept alive by the Blue Jays. And there we go. Finally knocked down by Dawson and McGee. Whew. That was a heck of a volley. Eventually I just had to shut up. Stop talking, dude. Let him play. All right, so Myers into the game. With the serve for the Pioneers. Pioneers back on top by 1. Pass to the outside. Big swing. Pioneers able to handle it. Roth. Oh, man. Roth into the net again. I mean, Roth's only been trying to jump out of the gym about 30 times tonight. I don't know how she could possibly be tired. We're tied at 7 apiece here in the 4th set. Neither team is able to get too far away from the other here. Fatigue setting in, I'm going to venture a guess. Even though every single lady out here is in far better shape than I am. There's his spike. Controlled by the Blue Jays. They send it across. Matthews pops it in the air. They're going to try and get it to Roth. Roth sends it deep. Maldonado with the dig. And now blocked at the net, but it falls on the Pioneer side. Taylor Quirin killing them from the back row. Blue Jays retake the lead. They're calling that an ace. All the Pioneers yelled out. They all thought that was going to be a little too deep, but no. See if we can see it here. Ace for the Blue Jays. We'll see if our camera actually caught it. Sure looked good to me. Now Matthews has it for the Pioneers. Gets to Myers. Dawson was able to get the top of the net, and it fell down where there was no Blue Jays around. So the Pioneers get a point back, trailing by 1. They have the serve. All right, Roth ready to go for the Pioneers. Taking a difficult pass into the net. They're able to get it over. We're the Blue Jays. Myers sets it out wide. Allison, big swing. They're calling it in. Is he going to be overruled? All right. Point to the Pioneers.
Camera didn't get it.
The camera didn't get it. Figures. All right, now the coach of Tabor has sent his captain over to have a word about that particular out call. All right, the call's going to stand, so tied up at 9 apiece. Pioneers still with the serve. Roth ready, sending it over. Chases the back line back a little bit. And again, Wow, I don't know how she's doing it. Taylor Quirin from the back row, able to put one in on the Pioneers. So now Steinbacher with the serve. Tabor back on top by 1. And this time they send it far. It's deep, and I don't think it's playable. So now Calvert comes back in for the Pioneers. Matthews with the serve, tied at 10 apiece. Matthews gets it across. Good bump. Good set. They go to Burns. And Burns able to come up with the kill. It's tipped twice by the Pioneers, and out of bounds it goes. Maldonado leaves. Returning is Dirksen. Burns now will handle the serve. Off the net, and it falls. Burns will be credited with the ace. Pioneers trailing by 2. Burns gets it across. Matthews, good bump. The set, they go to McGee. McGee with the kill. Kill shot McGee. Now Myers and McGee coming out. Rankin and Candish coming in. Rankin's going to serve. Rankin's had her issues behind the service line tonight. Let's see if she can knock this one over. Indeed she does. Well done. 11 with the shot. Pioneers have it. Allison blocked at the net, and down it goes. Dirksen credited with the block. So Valencia's going to serve. And man, every time you think the Pioneers might get back in, Blue Jays just shut the door. Serve on its way. Matthews with it. To Rankin. Rankin a back set. And this is going to be, ooh, ow. She all right? Allison with the kill. Maldonado went into one of the chairs, but she's fine. Had me worried there for a minute. Looked like she went head first. I think she was just putting on the brakes. Allison with the serve. Into the net. Again, Pioneers now their own worst enemy. So Taylor Quirin back there. She will serve. Up by 2. Matthews to Rankin. Rankin to Roth. And Roth able to knock it off the hands of Valencia. And that's going to be point Pioneers. So Dossett check back in. Calvert will serve. Pioneers still down 1. Send it over, Valencia. Whew. That was a good set, but way too strong was Dirksen. Out of bounds it goes. Pioneers now tie the game at 14 apiece here in the 4th set. You can get more water off the court. Trust me, I don't like the dead air either, but I got to rest my voice. We ready? All right, there's the whistle. Calvert sends it over. They're trying to feed Quirin again, even on the back line. Wasn't able to get it clean this time. And now here's a kill shot, nicely done. That was Candish. Pioneers now reclaim the lead at 15-14. Calvert serves again. Cross court set, blocked at the net, and down it goes. Candish will get credit with the block. Pioneers on top by 2 at 16-14. Calvert looking to keep it going. Calvert serve. They get it across. Roth able to handle it. Now they set Roth. Tipped at the net, but kept alive. And there we go. Rankin with the dirty. On the second hit, she sneaks it over into the middle of the Blue Jay defense and comes up with the point for the Pioneers. Now Tabor wants to talk things over, so they've called a timeout. We're going to step away for 60 seconds. We'll be right back.
Understand what we're out here for, and we're out here to win games.
The expectations are always high just stepping on campus.
No matter whether you win or lose, you're winning or losing with grace.
You're doing something bigger than yourself. Competitive.
Discipline.
Family.
Integrity.
Passion.
We are Pioneers.
This is MNU.
We are back. 10 seconds remaining in the timeout. The Pioneers are on the floor. Pioneers have been able to reclaim a little momentum here as they now are enjoying a 3-point lead. To my recollection, the largest they've had in the fourth set. Calvert still with serve. Now the Blue Jays heading to the floor. Calvert with the serve. Sends it over. Oh, no. Pioneers with a little miscommunication. Can they save it? No. The bump after the serve came back over just on one hit, and the Pioneers weren't ready for it at all. So Maldonado now trailing by 2 has the ball and the serve for the Blue Jays. Off the top of the net, kept alive. Back set. Shot in. Kill shot by the Pioneers. So with that, Myers and McGee heading back in. Rankin and Candish take a seat. Pioneers up 3. 18-15 here in the fourth.
28's nursing a pinky. He's just working it.
Oh, no, and the Pioneers serve it into the net. Myers has been pretty automatic with her serves tonight, not this time. An error puts it into the net. Closes the gap, 18-16. Blue Jays with the serve. Serve chases the Pioneers back, handled. Myers sets, and now Dossett puts it into the bottom of the net. Now it's mental mistakes that are letting the Blue Jays come right back, trailing by 1, 18-17. Serve on the way. Matthews with the bump. They go to Dossett, blocked at the net, but kept alive by the Pioneers. Matthews again. Good dig by the Blue Jays. Tipped at the net, Pioneers keeping it alive. Back set to McGee. McGee with a shot, and down it goes. Kill shot McGee. So now Roth is going to serve. (19-17) as we starting to get into the late stages of the fourth set. Roth sends it. Taken by the back line. Free ball coming over for the Pioneers. Roth sets to Myers. Myers to McGee, and McGee puts it off the net. Oh, they're going to call a Blue Jay in the net. It's going to be Cammie Steinbacher, called in the net. So a point to the Pioneers, because McGee absolutely waylaid that thing. And so again, the coach of the Blue Jays sending his captain over to have a word with the official. A lot of credit to Mike McNeil. I mean, he's not pleased with the way this has gone, but he has not lost his cool or done anything regrettable at all. So, setting a good example. I gotta say that now. He's starting to get a little heated. All right. Roth with the serve. Pioneers up by 3, 20-17 in the fourth. Roth sends it over. Comes over on one shot for the Pioneers. They've got a chance. Set it wide. Allison blocked at the net. Roth recovers to Myers. Back to Allison. Off the top of the net. And it falls in between 4 Blue Jays. Immediately Taylor Burns tapping her chest saying that was her fault. I don't think she saw it. It popped straight up and she was looking for it. And it falls. 21-17 Pioneers. So Jennifer Roth still with the serve for the Pioneers. Roth knocks it over. Difficult bump and not able to be returned by the Blue Jays. 22-17. But the Blue Jays have shown they can get right back into it. And another timeout called by the head coach of Tabor. All right, we're going to step away for 60 seconds and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Coming down to the end of the fourth. The Blue Jays of Tabor College have their backs against the wall as they're trailing by 5. Pioneers closing in on match point. And shot by Roth. Burns sends it across. Roth able to handle. They go to Myers. Back set. Pioneers just try and tip it over, and McGee able to come up with the kill. That was all placement, not power. But still a point all the same. 23-17 Pioneers. Roth across. Back set, Burns. Fires, and she's able to come up with the kill. The ball hit Dawson on the block, and it just kind of stuck to her. So no one could get to it. 23-18. Steinbacher with the serve. She sends it across. Good serve. Chased Roth back. Big swing by McGee. Dug out by Tabor College. Kept alive by the Pioneers after Burns' kill shot. Spike attempt, sorry. McGee sends it over. Good volley going. Allison trying to place it. Couldn't quite. Oh, and now Melody Valencia. I think, I could totally be wrong. I think she was going to try and go for that second hit. The server sneaks it over, and she just missed. Just missed the ball. I think a total guess on my part on what she was trying to do, but it is now match point for the Pioneers. And that's it. That's the ball game right there. As McGee comes up with the block, that ends it. So the Pioneers take it 3-1. 3 sets to 1. Pioneers go 2-0 on the evening, able to take the first game, their first game, from Columbia College against the Cougars, and then the second one from Tabor College against the Blue Jays. All the games, though, very tightly contested, very fun to watch, as all 3 teams had wonderful showings for themselves. And this was really a great afternoon and evening of volleyball. So that's going to do it. Again, if you are tuning into the live stream, please, before you turn us off, hit the subscribe button. We got to get to the 1,000 so that we can keep the live stream going. And, yeah, thank you guys very much. Thank you all very much for listening to us here on the Pioneer Sports Network. Don't forget that we'll be back on the air this Saturday at 6 p.m. as football gets started, as William Penn comes into Olathe, Kansas to take on your Mid-America Nazarene University Pioneers. Again, I'm Kyle. My producer is Keegan. Send all your hate mail to Chad, and we will see you guys next time. Have a good night, everybody.